These are the guys. The resistance. The
He sold
resistance.
8K. The only resistance is on the chart, bro. Uh, but yeah, like you can see that. Like, look, the top holders are fucking clipping at the lows, right?
I'll
The
send
top
it.
holders are clipping at the lows. Why? Like the top holders are meant to be the ones that hold the
The
foundation,
leaders.
right?
Guys, imagine if I
Yeah.
was cheating Tika at these levels, you'd be getting on to me. But most people don't
And
even look at this to look at redo. You're back in redo. You're back in the. Do you know what I mean? The resistance. Come on, man.
yeah, yeah.
You're
So,
selling that resistance.
but it's funny though because look, like this guy, he didn't even sell this big pump. He Because
It's
this is what a lot of people thought. I thought this as well. After this pump, I was like, oh shit, this is the narrative. Like everyone on Twitter is like the resistance, Pavel's in jail, everyone's gonna like start fighting to get him out. Oh wait, it's a big nothing burger. Everyone's scared. No one wants to take action. No one wants to do anything. It's the
Yep,
same as
it's
like,
just it's like anything. When anybody goes jail, you have guys, one thing you should always remember, right? Especially if you're in the game. Know that if you go to jail, ain't no one coming to back you. They get on with their own lives. People got things to do. Right?
bro, like
Pavel,
remember when Tate got jailed and everyone was like, Tate, I love you. I'm gonna fucking do all this, break you out. And he was in jail for a month. Everyone forgot about him, right? He
literally.
got put in jail for speaking up against the Matrix. You can believe whatever you want, but let's say he got put up in jail for speaking up against the Matrix. He was like, all right, all my fans that took value from the content that I was jailed for. Let's not, well, I mean, obviously he was jailed for other things, but probably his online persona was like a big part of it, right? He was like, I got jailed for this. I got jailed for you guys, and you're not fucking doing anything to back me. You just forget about me, right? So like when it actually comes down to it, right, everyone is selfish. Like everyone only cares about themselves, everyone only cares about their own bags. Like say for example, like this guy on Redo, right? Everyone's meant to be banding together, everyone's meant to be the resistance, but this guy is clipping 80K out of the chart in 2 days, right? So yeah.
Exactly. I just bought this CTO on Solano as well. This one's apparently there's some big issue,
I
huge
bought
G.
that. I got rugged on that.
Yeah, exactly. It's apparently they've rebranded to a CTO now.
Cool.
Ape obviously is trending right now, and you know sometimes like people don't want to bridge to a new chain, so I presume
Mm,
people will just buy this to buy like because it says Ape. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
I bought like
yeah.
$1,000. Let's see. Yeah, swap successful. But I got 1.33 million. Nice, right? So, in regards to the market as a whole, right? If you was to leave a few, like a statement of motivation to the trenches, right? The
Yeah.
the you, the you that is less degenerate, the you that might have been Neo from the Matrix, right? Stuck in the cubicle, going to the 9 to 5. Maybe you've got YouTube, you're listening to this, but you're not really taking action. What words of motivation would you give?
I would say, well, I don't really like motivation because a lot of the time motivation doesn't last. So I'm just going to give like something practical, right? I think if you are wanting to get in the trenches, right, my next steps would be uh, so you want to first of all set your goal, right? How much do you actually want to take out this bull run, right? For example, with me, I have a Notion document where I've talked about what I want out of the bull run, right? I've broken down the costs, right? Like I want to buy a house on the Palm in Dubai. I want to buy a holiday home for my parents, right? I want to buy like watches. I want to buy like gold. I want to keep a certain amount away for the next bull run. You want to actually break down what do you actually want from this bull run? Because like a lot of people, right? Like for example, me, I want to make generational wealth, but a lot of people, they're not like you don't have to make generational wealth because you can easily go broke doing that. Like not a lot of people can do that, right? So if you're like, for example, like I've been in crypto since 2021. So if someone's new to crypto and they're just getting in the trenches, right? Um, and you're thinking like, oh, I'm going to become like a millionaire like very soon. Like you're not going to become a millionaire very soon.
Yeah,
You're
it's gonna
built
happen
up to it.
tomorrow. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's like they're Crypto's like branded as like get rich quick. You can get rich quick very easily, but not very easily. You can get rich quick, but it's very, very rare. Like there was a stat that I was looking at and it was like let me try I like put it in my telegram. Hold on. Because it was like the a percentage of how many coins from pump fund actually bond.
Oh, 0.12%.
Uh, yeah, it was yeah, all right, okay. So 248,400 pump fund tokens have been launched this month, right? 250K pump fund tokens have been launched this month. Only 3,000 of them bonded, right? So
What?
yeah, like 250K, 3K of them bonded, and only two of them made it to 100 million. So like you're not gonna hit the fucking 100
The
million.
numbers are kind of even balancing out. I wonder how profitable that is. So if you invest into everyone, let's say because you're not going to get the perfect entry, let's say 50K market cap or 100K market cap, how many of them would have been profitable?
Well,
Very
we
interesting.
actually done this. Let me show you. We actually like so we've got this bot. I've got this bot on my Telegram channel where not my Telegram channel, but like my private group where we scan pump funds that look decent and we like it's basically like the channel and it just spits out good pump fund, good pump fund, good pump fund. We check it, and it kind of just filters all the shit, right? Let me
Mm.
show you the results from this bot so far. Let's do the last 4 days. Yeah.
Bro, this is crazy.
Wait, I need to figure out a way to do this. All right. Look at the results, right? So we had in the last 4 days, the bot spat out 708 calls. The hit rate was 41%. And if you bought every single call, you would be up 5.2x. So the average of
What?
every 5.2x. Um, like we hit like 300x, 300x, 200x, 150x, 90x, 80x, 70x, all this, right? If you literally, like it says it right there, the average return of each token was 5.2x. So let's say, for example, right, let's break this down. So over 4 days, there is 708 calls, all right? And you put 0.25 sol in each one, right? You have now put in 177 sol, and then the average return is 5.2x. So you've actually made minus 177, you've made 750 sol just from putting 0.25 sol in every single call from the channel.
What? That is
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy, isn't it?
Hey,
So
so
like it
get
does
in
work.
get in the trenches. How much is 750 so? I'm interested for let's go on coin market cap just so people can actually truly
It's
truly deep it compared to 0.2 so.
yeah, it's
Um,
how much is one sol? $160 or some shit.
yeah, something like that.
Wait, what is it exactly? Let me
Let's
see.
look at it on coin market cap, innit? Let's visualize it.
Yeah. Wait, all right, you want me to do that, all right, for 2 seconds. Oh wait, are
Wait for the
you
stream.
yeah,
We'll search it.
uh line market. So right, so what was it? 750.
Mm-hmm.
You would make 118K in 4 days if you just ate every single call. If you had like a bot that would auto ape every single call. Um yeah. Because the
Or even
thing
if
is
you
with
just stayed
crypto,
active, just put your notifications on and just sit there for a few days.
yeah, for sure,
For
for
100
sure.
grand. Do you know what I mean? People do a lot of a lot of stuff for 100 grand.
Yeah, and it's in like 4 days as well. So that's like just a stat. The you see the thing that causes that stat to exist where we have like a 5x average. The reason that that happens is because there is such asymmetrical upside on a lot of these pump funds. So like you can So like, let's say for a pump fund, right, you can lose 100% of what you put in, but you can make 1,000x of what you put in, right? So you're
Yes.
risking 2.5 to make 250, right? So it's the thing is, like, a lot of people ask me, what's your hit rate? I don't like to look at it as hit rate. I like to look at it, what is my average return
Y-
on each coin, right?
yes,
Because
and
it's not about
especially for the runners, right? Um,
Mhm.
there's a thing. There's a video which I want to show people, and it is based on a Wall Street trader interview. Okay, and let's see how much of the stuff is left. Save me a little bit. Interview with trader, right? Firstly, this one at the top is very good.
On the first day, this guy sent me to buy lunch, and I came northern guy with kind of like Beatles haircut. He wandered up to me. I'd never met him before, and he said, "Are you Gary Stevenson?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he said, "I'd never met this guy in my life." He said to me, "Citibank hires one trader a year through a card game. It's called the trading game, and if you win it, you can get an internship." And I was like, "Well, that's good because I'm terrible at clarinet, so this is probably something that we can use."
Why do they do that?
To be honest, I think it's partially just because it gives them a little bit of a rep on campus. Like, oh, aren't City cool and different? They're like hiring somebody for a trading game. But then if you actually go back and look at the traders that City hired through the trading game, a lot of them went on to become extremely successful traders at Citibank. And I think actually, if you're hiring 30 traders based on how good they are at clarinet, it kind of makes sense to hire one guy because he's good at a maths game. You know, trading is not a maths game, but it is a game. And if you're able to come into this game and win it, it probably is a sign that you might be a good trader, you know.
What is the trading game?
It's a betting game, basically. It's kind of a poker-style game. Basically, they had their own special made deck of cards. So there's some low cards and some higher cards. We hand all the cards out. So 5 of us are playing. We all get a card. And there's 3 cards on the middle which get turned over as we play the game. And basically, we bet with one another what the total of the cards are going to be. I knew straight away what the LSE students would do. So if you've studied maths or economics or statistics or something like this, straight away you're going to do this like mathematical calculation in your head, which is to calculate the expected value of the total cards given the card that you have in your hand. This is not complicated maths. Anyone who's studied maths will be able to do this. They'll instinctively do that, and then they'll start betting around what they think the total is going to be, which is a very stupid way to play the game, although it's obvious, because if you've got a high card and this guy over here has a low card, and you both start quoting based on what your card is, you'll be betting the total's going to be, say, 70. He'll be betting the total's going to be like 50. And I can just buy at 50, sell at 70, buy at 50, sell at 70, again and again and again and again and again. So there were 2 rounds, basically. There was a LSE round, which I won very easily. And then there was a final where they had students from like elite universities across the country, Citibank's target universities, whatever, Oxford and Cambridge and this kind of thing. And at the final, everyone had already played the game, so they kind of knew the strategy. And between the first round and the final, I just didn't go to class. I spent 3 weeks like obsessively memorizing this game. So by the time I got to the final, I was like probably the world's like preeminent expert on this game. I had another strategy, which again, perhaps typically of myself, was to be very loud and a bit obnoxious in the game and try and like bully the market, basically, bully the price to go where I want it to be. And I had an extremely low card in the final. And my plan was to like bully the price up really high and start selling at this high price, because I know it can't be that high because I've got this low card. And the cards in the middle turn over and they were quite high. So I just pushed the price up and I was just trading really, really aggressively. The game finishes and everybody turned their cards over. There's 8 cards in the game, right? 5 players, 3 in the middle. I had the lowest card possible. The other 7 cards were the 7 highest possible cards, which is basically statistically impossible. It's like 1 in like 10 million chance or something like this. Like, it's impossible happening. And you realise straight away the game's been rigged against me. And of course I lost enormously because this thing that happened is basically statistically impossible. And I was sort of sitting there in this high floor in this Citibank skyscraper, just asking myself, like, why have they rigged the game against me? And then the guy who ran the games comes to the front and he says the winner of the game was Gary Stevenson. And he said we wanted to see what he would do if everything turned out against him. We wanted to see someone who would back himself, and he did. So Gary's the winner. So yeah, they rigged the game against me, which I think is a little bit of a metaphor for the world that we live in, I think.
The game is rigged. The
Mhm.
game is rigged. Right? You have to be a very special person to play the markets. You have to be somebody which is capable of losing constantly. Right? The question the thing that we was just speaking about before was that, are you the type of person who, when you look at investments, you have to always make money? Or are you the type of person where you know that your risk is the same, everything, but your reward is so high, especially in this game, that it's worth the risk, which is everything,
Yeah,
right? You
I
ape a
agree.
pump fund, you get rugged. You bridge over to a new chain, you get rugged again. You ape another project from a KOL, you get rugged. Dev sold, and still take the risk the next day.
Yeah.
It's not normal. Like, I'm telling you, to be successful in crypto, you need the perfect amount of autism and degeneracy to be
And
successful.
underrated bit as well is like you do need money, right? You do need money because like say for example, right? Like I'll ape 10 pump funds in a day, right? I put in 2 sol into each one, right? So
Yes.
that's 20 sol. So so let's say I get wrecked on 5 of them, and then the last five I get like an average of a 10x on each one, right? So I would be able to make back everything that I lost initially because I kept going and I
At
was able to
the same betting
keep
ratio as well. So, but if you
yeah, like
didn't have money and you start changing your ratio, so one project I bet 10 sol, another project I bet 0.2, another one I bet 2 sol. Your variations are too different that if you're
yeah,
winning on average, you're actually losing because of your bet sizes,
yeah,
right? So you might be on average actually a good trader, but because you're varying your bet sizes every single time, you're actually at a net loss. And you sat there scratching your head for so long thinking, why is everything so shit? Well, simply because you didn't back yourself the same amount. You know, this is the same thing what this kid said, this guy said, sorry. It was like they wanted to see how he would perform when the markets turned against him. Would he back himself? Right?
mhm,
Because that's what you need at the highest level to be able to do that when the risk is like this,
yeah,
right? But if you can't do it when the risk is like this, if you can't maintain the same amount of your bet size, if you can't play the game, then you're not going to have success. You know, you need to pick a strategy. If you have 100 Solana, maybe you should only be betting 0.2. But people will scratch their head and start getting stressed out like, oh, well, 50 quid ain't worth my time. But you're working 9 to 5 for 50 quid, right? You go to work every single day for 50 quid, right? But you're turning your nose up at 0.5%, 0.5 soul gain. Right.
yeah.
This is the biggest problem I've seen for most people. Most people come into crypto, or you're trying to act bougie, like a multi-millionaire in Telegram talking shit, when realistically you should have your heads down in the trenches. And one of the things that is popping off in the trenches right now is Ape Chain. Right. So
Mhm.
let's wrap up the stream. Let's do just another scan on Ape, and then we'll keep it moving. Let's see. Let's see where the trades are at. Let's scan the market. Maybe we see a good play before we close it off.
To be honest, I think that I think the people who just come onto the chain and then just start fucking rugging everyone, I think they've entered.
They've entered the arena for sure.
Sure.
The ruggers
Like,
have entered the arena for sure.
yeah,
What
yeah.
about the old players? How are we looking for the price of Ape? Some of these other tokens. Chat. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you've taken any plays on stream. Let us know in the chat. Share some alpha. I can't read the chat, so if you have, I can read the chat in general, but if you have a very specific question, just super like it. It goes back to giveaways anyway. Let's see. Someone said Uberha, Obha, Summit. I don't know what that means. I can't connect my ETH wallet. Where do I ape into the portal? Go to the tutorial in the last video. The Moon Call is watching. Wow, we have a very special guest. The Moon Call has tuned into the stream. I think I've been streaming now for like 6 hours. I feel like somebody wants to come to the DGen side, bro. Are you sure you want to come to these waters?
Yeah, look at Kith.
Let's have a look.
Once again, here's a fucking perfect example of my. I mean, bro, like every single fucking time, you cannot.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know what's funny? Like, someone was like people will like look at that and be like, "Oh, you're just drawing lines." And they'll be like, "All right, okay, sure. You're gonna tell me that this, all right? You're gonna try to tell me that that doesn't make sense, right?" Anyway, this one's looking interesting. I think it's found a new.
Guys, 500 likes and Carl the Moon will come on stream and start buying meme coins. 500 likes.
Yeah,
Sorry,
looks like we've
continue.
tried new support. If we can hold this, I think we can go higher, but it just depends if that happens. Gizmo's been wrecked a bit, to be honest. I'm down like 50%.
Oh, which one's this? This one's actually broke support, right? We've got a new range. Interesting. I wonder why the volume was so high though. Do you know what's crazy about this chain as well, yeah? Is I think today we're gonna have 3 separate time zones. So we had like, because each person is waking up right now, like what is going on and bridging over and buying. So I reckon you see like whales at each part of the day to bridge over and just start buying. Like, what time is it? What time zone's morning time now? It would be, what time zone would be morning now? If you're watching this on stream, what time of day is it for you? Morning, afternoon, evening. Morning, afternoon, evening for you. Sorry, continue, bro.
But something that I would look at is what's the ape coin doing? Because the ape coin signifies how many people are bridging. Because if you bridge,
Yes.
you first buy ape coin on ETH, all right? That's the first thing you do. So we need to look at how is the coin that signifies how many people are bridging, how is that performing? Because this is essentially just a chart of how many people are bridging, right? Obviously, we've also got like leverage traders and stuff.
Do we
but
have
I
do we
think
have any on-chain data we can find for that? Is it going to be on scan or something? That's so interesting. There must be. Is it June? Hey guys, let's do some. Let's drop some alpha. If you're in the chat right now, if you're in my Telegram chat, right, let me know what's the best way to run some research on the transaction volume on Ape. People are putting in their times right now. Look, for some people it's 9 a.m. right? 9 a.m. for some people. For some people it's 4 p.m. People are still at work. Guys, this chain is still primed. This chain is still primed in my opinion. I'm gonna have a look on June. It's funny because I pulled up the same thing. I pulled up DeFi Llama. I couldn't really find it on DeFi Llama. Oh, there's ApeCoin Ape dashboard. ApeCoin is for the economy of Web3. Okay, I have something, bro. Can you see my screen? Ape wallets. Let's see if this is actually ApeCoin. So we have Ape wallets buckets. That is whatever that is. Ape wallets are increasing.
you have a thing where it shows you what the
Ooh, here.
what are the smart wallets doing? Are they selling on the volume or are they holding?
I don't even. Oh, I can. Oh, Leo, that's why you're a genius. That's why you're a genius. Brilliant question. What are the smart wallets doing for Ape? Because it's on ETH.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Balances. Smart money. Smart money. Smart money is buying. Smart money is buying. Actually, they were selling. They're basically bringing the price all the way down where it is. Now, smart money is buying significantly. So this line here is percentage of smart money holders. And the chart shows the historical data balance of smart money along with the amount of holders. A balance of more than $100 is considered. Balance of over $100 is considered a smart money holder, right?
Wait.
So that, no, I think that just means a holder. That can't be smart money. Why would any smart money be somebody that holds more than $100?
Yes.
But let's see. Let's see anyway, because we can see in the wallets. So this person holds 180k. Their title is somebody received NFT Airdrop Pro. He's got a 50% win rate. His net worth is about $16 million. So this person is making bread. He's actually brought 106,000 ape.
When did you buy that?
Let's have a look. Is that a transfer? From to. This is actually a transfer.
All right.
Let's find the original buy. Here. Holding ape. Yep, 180,000. Let's find his activity. Transactions per day. Summary. Token balance. Transactions. Very active recently. Yes. Details. Nine hours ago. 9 hours ago. This.
You bought 900.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's bullish.
All right. Yeah, I guess I think the main thing to do right now is see what they do from now. Let's see if they decide that there's enough liquidity and they just want to sell, or if they're holding. Because if they're holding, then that means that they think it's going to go higher. But let's just see, because I think looking at the data right now, I don't think many of them would be selling right now. I think that they would wait until it slows down a little bit. It just depends where these whales, like how long term do they think this is going to be? Because we know that this is going to be short term, right? But how short term? Is it going to last another week? Is it going to last another day? Is it going to last another month? I think the main thing to see this would be I think both of us, all right, and everyone watching, all of us, if you're buying coins on this chain, you should be monitoring these smart wallets every day to see if smart money is leaving the chain or not. Because as soon as smart money begins to leave the chain, that's gonna signify the end, right? Because smart money pretty much control the price.
110% agree with that. Guys, if you are watching this video right now, head over to my Telegram. I just dropped this specific smart money wallet. This is a wallet which is holding over $18 million. You can now go and copy off somebody that has over $18 million simply by going to my Telegram account. Inside of the description, inside of that chat, I put the wallet. Now, guys, I've got to get back to work now. I'm going to go hop even more into the trenches. It could take 10 minutes, finish off the rest of my joint, and then go hop in the trenches. There is work to do. This isn't over. If you do want to continue inside of the communities and you do want to stay active and get the fastest, response times, The fastest times when there's new chains happening. If you was on this chain half an hour earlier, you're talking another 5 or 10x in gains. So you need to make sure that you're ahead of the game. Click the link in the description, join the Telegram groups, and me and Leo will see you in the trenches, bro. Thank you for coming on the stream, bro, as well. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good to speak to you, bro.
Take care.
Okay, see you in a bit.
Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all. That has been almost about 5-6 hours in the trenches. We've made a lot of money. God bless, God willing, continue to do so. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll see you in the community.